Batman The Adventures Continue Chapter 6 sees Lex Luthor hold Slade Wilson to the assassin's promise of killing Batman, leaving Slade to tell Sonny that the 24 hours he has is enough to kill the hero, so they need to hammer this out tonight, since they have a big payoff coming to themselves. At Wayne Manor, Tim asks if Bruce wants to go to the movies, but Bruce reminds the boy that he is grounded. However, Tim knows Robin is grounded, not the boy who just passed his geometry final. Bruce still says no as the bat signal shines in the sky. Bruce heads out, finding Jim and his men unconscious on the GCPD roof. Slade reveals himself, saying that they are fine and he used knockout gas on the men who didn't take kindly to him using their signal. Slade notes that Robin isn't with him and he is glad, since it's less complicated now, telling Batman that if he wants Firefly, he will have to follow him, since he is Slade's target and dead or alive, he's going home with Deathstroke. Elsewhere, Barbara talks with Tim, who is upset Bruce left him and cut him off of the communications. Barbara doesn't know where he is since she's working in the library, and she picks up a book that has a bookmark in it, and removing it, she finds that someone is trying to warn her of a trap as Jason Todd leaves the library unseen. Batman and Deathstroke meanwhile will find Firefly's grand plan, a bomb that will blow up the Tri-State Dam and destroy the eastern seaboard's electrical grid. As Slade tries to disarm the bomb, Batman goes looking for Garfield in the generator room, soon confronted by the villain, whom Batman knows has become different. His movements have become erratic, and while his voice is the same, it is without its usual psychotic edge. He also notes that the villain is using uplift boots, knowing that he should be taller than him in them, but the villain isn't. Throwing a freeze capsule at the villain, Batman takes him down, removing the mask and confirming his suspicion that this indeed isn't Garfield Lynn's. Suddenly, Slade attacks him with the Hephaestus sword, but Batman manages to dodge the energy blade. Slade anticipated this, firing again and hitting the hero in the back. Slade tells Batman about the sword, but Batman thought that there must have been an easier way to set him up than this. Slade says that it's not just that he's after Batman's death, but his whole operation. Slade tells Batman that his sidekicks like him, and first he will kill Batman by burning his body, blaming Firefly for the murder before pretending to scour the world for the real Firefly, who is indeed hiding with Cobra and who is seriously injured, so killing him will be easy. Deathstroke finally traps Batman, readying to kill him as he tells him that he will return to Gotham as an avenging angel and take Robin and Batgirl as his own along with his entire enterprise. Luckily, Batgirl and Robin arrive, restraining Slade, who finds it unfortunate since he liked them both, but now he's got to kill them. He attacks the heroes as Batman grabs one of Sonny's firebombs, telling Slade to leave them alone as he throws the bomb at Slade, who cuts it in half with his sword, but thanks to the energy surrounding the sword, the fuel inside is ignited, setting him on fire. The fire does nothing to the assassin since he's wearing Kevlar, but Batman knows that things are about to get hotter as Slade hits one of the generators, causing a huge explosion. Slade survives, but knows he needs to get out of the suit quickly or he'll die. Batman, however, hits him over the head with a fire extinguisher, knocking him out as he puts the assassin's flaming suit out. Later at the Batcave, Bruce is patched up by Alfred, telling Robin that he was only playing possum and he had everything under control. Bruce asks Barbara if he found the fingerprints on the note she received, and she did find one. Alfred doesn't know how the note led them to Batman, but Barbara says that the book was a history book about old Gotham, and the bookmark was at a page about the dam, so she put two and two together. Barbara says that whomever left this knows who she is, and Bruce knows that this person knows everything. The question is, what do they want? Batman The Adventures Continue Chapter 6 was a great finale to the Deathstroke storyline that, while we saw the villain defeated, didn't really technically end the story, since I assume Slade will definitely be back, as well as Lex Luthor, who's only seen once despite being the one who kind of set all of this up, and Batman seemingly not knowing that he is the one behind this, though I assume that will be a story for another time. I enjoyed seeing Batman going up against Slade, as well as Jason kind of getting involved with the main plot for a brief moment there and aiding the Bat family, so I'm intrigued to see this version of Red Hood once he eventually appears, since right now he's just kind of in pages every now and then and not really taking part in the actual storyline. I did hope the reveal of the fake Firefly would be a little bit more climactic than what we got, where it just kind of happens and then Slade shows up and reveals that he's a bad guy. Other than that, I'm looking forward to when Slade inevitably comes back, as well as the upcoming Azrael storylines. I'm going to give this issue an 8.5 out of 10.